You guys, you. How are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Shai. Birthday Q&A. Answer some questions that you asked me. So those of you who doesn't know me, it's okay, skip to the next one because this one is really intimate. So maybe watch some other videos before you watch this one or read one of my posts. One of the reasons that actually went ahead and wanted to make this video is actually because I have so many friends on Facebook. I have almost 5,000 friends, 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I want to get more intimate with you guys. I want us to get to know each other better. What a better time to do that than a birthday. Yeah, I might look kind of young, I guess, youngish, but I'm actually 33 today. Let's go ahead and answer some of your questions because they are fascinating for me to answer, and I hope you'll be able to connect with me more and to let me know what you think. How would you answer these questions? All right, and the most important thing, you probably right now you watch it maybe on Facebook, but it's really important for me if you can go to my channel or and subscribe to my channel, and if you're watching it on YouTube, then go ahead and subscribe. And it's okay, I got time. Let's just take the next few seconds. I'll wait for you to actually press the button, subscribe, and press the bell button to get notified. It can be your birthday gift for me, you know. That's really excites me. All right, so I'll just wait another few seconds. Have you? Okay. Thank you. I'm just kidding. It's okay. Nothing will happen if you wouldn't subscribe. All right, let's just dive into it. So I just randomly pick the questions. I have I wrote them all down. I have like 3.5 small pages of questions, and each of these questions is just fascinating for me. So first question. Have you ever been with a man, with a guy? And no, I haven't. I haven't had any sex or any kind of intimate sexual intercourse with a man. Nothing like that. The closest thing that I had with a man is a small kiss, but it wasn't like it wasn't like a sexual way. It was just like a friendly way, kind of. We were a few people and we just cuddled and had fun. So it just happened like that. So I haven't been with a man. Yeah, okay. Next one. What animal have you been in past life? So actually, this is a funny story because actually I got my Akashic record read, and they told me that in my past life I was a lion in Europe. So I don't know what it means, but I definitely feel like a lion in this lifetime. Okay, hear more on my journey as a digital nomad. Cool. I've been a software developer for over a decade now. Ever since I was 18 in the Israeli army, I was a software developer, and then I went on different startups and different high-tech companies, and I actually had my own venture, and I have a degree in computer science as well. Between October 2018 to October 2019, I actually traveled the world, and I've been 6 months in India and 2 months in Malaysia and another 4 months in Bali in Indonesia. And I spent my time as a digital nomad actually. It wasn't my intention, but I wanted to travel the world without any ticket back. But it just happened to be like 1 year, and I'm probably gonna continue doing that after the quarantine of Corona. So just before that, I was a software developer, but you know me as a spiritual person, I don't see myself as a software developer. It's just part of me. It's just part of what I do for a living, and also I enjoy. It's one of my passions. Just before I went on my traveling in October 2018, I wanted to quit my job and just travel, and actually to fulfill my wants as a spiritual person, to explore more. spirituality, self-development, and at the same time make it a living and create a YouTube channel and all that, and help many people to try to be there for everyone that asks. But in the beginning, they really wanted me to stay in touch, and they wanted me to continue support them. So I continued to work as a software developer for 1 to 2 days a week, which is not a lot. So I did that for the first 3 months in India, and after that I couldn't continue anymore. So I quit my job, and now I'm actually, after I came back to Israel, I decided that I want to be a software developer again in the company, and now that's what I do for 3 days a week. More and more people are curious about how to become a digital nomad. How can I travel the world and at the same time work online? And today more than ever, it's so possible. It's crazy how we easily can achieve that. You can be like a graphic designer, you can be a software developer, of course. You can open like a business in drop shipping or sell online things. Gosh, there are so many things that you can do. You can coach online, you can create your own online course, affiliate. Oh God, so many things. If you want to hear more on that, feel free to let me know, and I'll connect you with the people that actually can do it and can help you maybe. So my journey ended a bit too soon as a digital nomad per se, like working online, because I quit this job like 3 months in. But now when I'll continue, of course, I love my job so much, and of course I'll continue being a digital nomad, and I think it's super great. I also know that traveling is not for anyone, but if you want to travel and continue work, then you can definitely do it. And another small thing, sometimes it requires hard work and dedication, and that's fine. Just don't be lazy and don't be spoiled. You need to put in the work to make it happen, especially if you're freelance or you're opening your own business. It also can be fun. It's just a matter of perspective. If you see it as a game, if you see it as like something very creative and playful, everything is possible. It's just a matter of perspective. All right, I hope it answers. It's too long anyway. Okay, next. What's the character trait that you appreciate the most in yourself and in others? All right, that's an excellent question. So I would say I appreciate open-hearted, and I appreciate honesty and authenticity. I like also modesty. I like when someone understand that even though he's really special, he's also part of something bigger than himself. And to understand that even though you're special, everyone is special, and you're not more special than anyone else, because everyone is special. The effect of it is that you're being modest. But being modest doesn't mean that you shrink yourself. You still shine your biggest light. You still perform the best you can. You do the best you can, but at the same time, you don't brag about it. You're not arrogant. Yeah, so I think these are the characters that I like the most. What are your innermost desires? Oh gosh, what are my innermost desires? It makes me feel good, 100% makes me feel good that someone else is being aware of how special they are. Yeah, so if I'm able to inspire people, to make people feel better about themselves, to make them feel more free to be authentic and to express themselves as they are, that's what I've been doing for so long. Ever since my first video or my first Facebook post until today, on my YouTube channel and on Facebook, and everyone that I meet, for me it's if I am able to give inspiration to someone, if I'm able to show them how beautiful they are, how supported they are, for me that's like my life journey. Yeah, my innermost desire, one of them is also for me to accept myself and love myself completely with everything that I am, and I'm in a relationship and it's very, very intimate. Sometimes I see that it's hard for me to accept the things that she says about me, how how amazing I am and all that. And it's hard for me, and probably because I don't accept these things or I don't love myself completely. So for me, that's the life journey for me, to love and accept myself completely. And if we want to talk about earthly things like desires, like not amorphic things, then I would say I want my YouTube channel to grow more. One of my desires is that my YouTube channel will reach over 1 million subscribers, and I feel that it's possible, and that's one of my desires. Another desire that I have is to be able to express myself singing and playing the guitar and keyboard the same as I feel. Like, I feel music, I feel vibration, and I love expressing it. I would like to express myself exactly how my spirit feels to be expressed. Another desire, to have more intimate, close relationships with friends and to be closer to my family. Yeah, and another desire, I guess, is to be able to create some kind of something that really impacts the world for the better and spread beauty in the world, and maybe create an online course to teach authenticity or to teach how to love yourself, and things that I've been going through and things that I'm going through right now, actually. So spreading the love, this is one of my biggest desires, and that actually the underlying root of everything that I manifest in the world. And yeah, I hope that you resonate with that as well. Do you want to have kids? That's the question. 100% yes. I feel like, I don't know, there are so many different opinions, but I feel like I want to have kids and I want to have family and I want to get married. There is a meaning for the amount of time that you spend with someone and difficulties that you go through with someone, especially in the beginning of the relationship. Monogamous, intimate relationship, for me it's very important because I feel like I can grow much more and the partner can grow much more when you actually, not in the first time that you struggle in something, you go to someone else. So just to be there with each other. And I think that kids is something that, like, it's such a pure thing, and for me to be able to share my heart with this little creature that will look up for me and expect all these things from me, it excites me to my bones. How do you feel today, like in these days, after your journey? Spiritually, mentally? Oh gosh, so many things. So now, after this 1 year of traveling in the East, also in India and Malaysia and in Bali in Indonesia, I met so many people that touched my heart so deeply that I think right now I'm in a phase of integration and also remembering some of the moments that I felt so pure, like purely loving and accepting myself and others, and the times that I shined in. So today I'm trying to really find my way in this world still. How can I impact more and more people, and how can I spread beauty and love in this world and actually do epic shit while I'm still alive? Because I can understand that it's all just a game. Sometimes things that we take for granted. For example, the fact that I'm aware, that I have consciousness, the fact that I can touch myself, that I can feel everything, is something that we are so used to it, but I don't take it for granted. So these small things that I think I see a different perspective on, it's something that I really dwell on a lot. I feel on it a lot. I feel like it's a wave. So sometimes I remember and I forgot, and then I remember again and I forget again, and I remember again and I forget again. The more authentic I am, the more I'm able to feel the subtle vibrations underneath everything, and I'm able to understand them and act on them. Then for me, this is the most amazing spiritual and mental path that I can achieve. The moment that I remember breathing again, and for me it's a lot. It means a lot. I just connect to myself more and more. For me, as someone that really likes doing big things and to have impact, I love breathing back into the fact that every journey takes its time. So I'm super patient. I'm really, really patient about my journey. Yeah, I'm diving even way deeper to my consciousness, to my being, and I love the fact that I'm surrounded by people that support me, and actually people that doesn't support me, I love them so much, but I also love the fact that I listen to myself first and understand that they don't support my journey right now. It doesn't mean that they're not special and they're not amazing and incredible. It's just the understanding that the ones that surround me, especially in this very, very fragile journey in spirituality, it's very important to be surrounded by people that you love and actually accept you and love you for who you are and support your journey. Right now I'm in a place that that I'm listening more and more to my subtle waves of emotions and feelings and actually follow my heart and what excites me the most. Yeah. And next, okay, what processes are you going through with yourself at this moment? That's an amazing question. Right now, as we speak, I'm super excited because I get more and more involved in the startup that I'm working on Neo, and it really, really excites me. Another process that I'm going through is actually the process I started to go to a coach that actually leads me on different mental and spiritual perspectives. Arik Barzilai, if you hear me, I love you so, so much. And huge shout out to Arik because he's just incredible, just amazing. And he helps me also, I'm very emotional, and he helps me to maintain and actually take more mental decisions based on my heart and let my emotions, to understand my emotions and the fact that my emotions are affected by my perspective. So that's one of the processes that I'm going through. Another process, of course, is accepting myself, and that's gonna be like a lifetime journey. And also my YouTube channel, to understand what do I want to share with the world, and also really my impact on the world right now, and that I want to manifest in the world. And also I've been working on some ideas with a good friend, with Gal, on some startups and things that we can actually use technology to impact more and more people for the better. A new relationship just started and I'm really, really excited about. So this is a huge process for me, because when you get so intimate to someone and you decide that you're sticking together, it means that you deal with everything that comes up, and a lot comes up. And this is, I never experienced like opening my heart so much more, thanks to the spiritual and mental and all the journeys that I've been through. So 100% opening my heart more and more and allow myself to be more and more vulnerable. This is another process that I'm going through right now. All right, next. What did you learn from my journey? What did I learn from my journey? I learned that a community is something super important for me. That a supportive community of like-minded people that accept you and love you and just hug you when you're down and when you're up, and you have the privilege to support other people and just to be there in a communion. This is something that is very, very important for me. And actually, coming back to the previous question, what processes I'm going through right now. A lot of my life I was an introvert, and I'm really good at being introvert, like to explore my own things, to expand on my knowledge and my experience and my heart and everything. And at the same time, when I'm going out, I love people, I'm super friendly, and I'm excited to meet people. But I see there's like some kind of a contradiction in my mind between the two. So whenever I'm going to a new place and I'm getting into a community that I really love and enjoy being there, then all of a sudden I feel like I want to come back and I need my own space and my own time. So I'm working on the balance on my own space and the outer space, inner and outer, all the time. What else did I learn from the journey outside of community is that there's nothing that a smile can't bypass. When you smile to someone and you're being, not only smile, but you're being open-hearted and you really want to give the best to the other person, you really want to help them, you really want to be there for them, this is the best gift that I can give to myself and to them. It's like, it's the best, because it makes me feel so good that I'm able to support someone and to see someone that is enjoying more than you met them. Just be able to support them and show them the best version of themselves, and to allow them to be more and more authentic. The more that I'm authentic, the more that I'm the best version of myself. It's just like we're so connected. We're way more connected than we think we are. We shouldn't be afraid of anything. If I want to do something, then I'm going to do it. If I want to explore a place, there's no one to limit me what I can achieve in this world but myself. Whenever I feel like I want to do something but I'm afraid or something in that realms, then I understand that it's my own limiting beliefs. I don't take myself so seriously in terms of like fears and limiting stories, especially stories that doesn't make me feel so good. I try to really be as authentic as I can and to just break my own habits, break my own self in order for me to open my heart more and more. Just as an example, I was really sad a few days ago, and I understood that it's something physical. Instead of just like going on thinking all these thoughts that are not supporting anything, I just took myself out of the bed and put on my sportswear, and I started to do some sports. It completely changed how I feel, and not to take my sadness so seriously, not to take my depression so seriously, and also not to take my happiness so seriously, because it's all a matter of just being joyful, just being playful, to leave everyone better than before they met me. Yeah, that's what I feel. How did you find yourself on a spiritual path? Like how did I find myself on a spiritual path? I feel like I'm very sensitive. So whenever there was like something small, even dramatic, that not even dramatic, something small that made me sad or made me feel this or that, I took that as an opportunity for me to explore even more why I feel that way and asking all these questions. And I think that automatically led me to a spiritual path, because in spirituality, and I'm not talking about religions, or even though they do talk about that, but in more pragmatic way, the teachers, the gurus, and all the spiritual teachers that I encountered, they are talking about things that are really, really important for me. My emotional state, my spiritual state, how it affects my being. And all these questions started long, way back. I think ever since I remember myself, but I really remember going on self-development path that I didn't know that is somewhat connected to spirituality in a way. I think in the age of 15 or 16, when I started to listen to Tony Robbins and I started to explore the possibilities of binaural beats. If you're not familiar with binaural beats, it's when you take stereo headphones, one ear one sound, another ear a little slight different sound, and together in your mind it creates a wave, and it can affect my state, it can affect my different wave, for example alpha brainwave or delta brainwave when we sleep, or theta or epsilon or gamma. All these different brainwaves are actually affecting our thoughts, are affecting our behavior and emotion, everything. So the fact that I can do something externally outside of myself to experience something different, for me it's fascinating, and I've been exploring that ever since 15 or 16. Also lucid dreaming and so many incredible things. And then I came into yoga and chakras and all meditation, so many different things. And for me it's exciting because these questions, especially who am I on, and also questions that are related to emotions, it's also very, very nice. I love them ever since. What's the most challenging experience in your life until today? I think I would say not. I wouldn't say a specific event, even though if it was an event, it was my relationship with my mom and my parents, and especially during their divorce, and to watch my family fall apart in some way. It was one of the biggest challenging events. The most challenging thing for me is the understanding that I'm valuable and people actually value me and appreciate me and love me. Also, if someone is offending me, maybe he's doing that not because he wants to offend me, but because he's probably hurt and probably wants more love or something like that. So not to take it so personally, like in the 4 agreements, but to really not to take something so personally, and actually to be able to see events that affected me emotionally to give them different perspectives, so that I would feel differently. I wouldn't feel so unappreciated and unloved. So for me, this is one of the biggest challenges that I am going through today. Someone asked about my spiritual life and my way of living. So I've been going through so many different, seasons. Like sometimes it's more nutrition, and sometimes it's more about meditation, sometimes it's about yoga, sometimes it's about my mental health and all these things. And right now, the things that I believe and I do on a day-to-day basis, I do yoga, especially these days. I practice many different types of yoga, but now I practice more Ashtanga. Yoga I can't recommend yoga enough. So I try to practice yoga daily, and same with meditation. And if you want, I can talk about my how I practice meditation, but that's for another video. If you want, I can talk about it more. Same with yoga, actually. I'm vegan. I've been vegan for I think over 7 years now, for many reasons, but I wouldn't dive into it now. So nutrition, what I eat, forget about veganism. The things that I eat, I can see how they affect me so much and so deeply. So I try to eat more fruits. I try to eat more salads. Actually, most of the things that I eat is just salads that I make and fruits. Yeah, these are the mostly the things that I eat. I do cold showers. I think more than 3 years now. Every time I go to the shower, I put it on the coldest that I can. No matter the season, no matter what time is it in the day, I just do it, and it makes me feel amazing. And cold showers is just incredible tool. I love walking barefoot, and if not barefoot, then I have barefoot wear. I have shoes and sandals that I took with me on my journey, and this helps me to connect more to the ground, and actually to cure I had issues with my lower back, and it cured it completely. I'm not sure that it's that, but definitely supports it. Yeah, I try to have a lot of grace to myself in my process, and to understand that I'm actually doing my best. And of course, I love reading many books, and to listen to satsangs, which is like when spiritual master is given a talk of truth, of his truth. Then I love listening to it. I have many teachers that I love listening to name the few. Swami Rama, I love Muji, I love Sadhguru, I love Nityananda, which was my guru, but now not so much. Abraham Hicks, I love Abraham Hicks so much. Eckhart Tolle, even though I don't like listening to him, I just read his things. Bashar, channeling Bashar, I love Bashar so much. J. Krishnamurti, Ramana Maharishi, and Papaji, just life-changing. It's just like the more I read about them, the more I get the depth of their teachings. Yeah, there are more, but I don't remember them right now. So next up is, what were the darker aspects of my spiritual awakening and journey, and uncovering the truths and untruths. So the shadows. Listen, for a lot of my life, I've been feeling sad and depressed sometimes. And so for me, uncovering the truth and the shadow side is something that I call live with. Sometimes you don't see or hear me talk about them so much, not because I don't want to be authentic, but because my message to the world is one that goes through love and things that made me feel better, and not necessarily I want to share when I'm in the state of sadness or depression, because even though you will feel more empathic to me and relate, I'll be maybe more relatable, it's not something that I feel that can support and help anyone. For me, sharing love, things that help me overcome these things, these are the tools that I like sharing about. But I have shadow side, just like everything has the light and the shadow. It's just, yeah, it's been quite a journey to uncover all the things that I thought, things that my beliefs and social conditioning and things that people told me, even the closest people told me that are right and that are necessary and all these things. So yeah, there were a lot of shadows in my journey. All the time I'm uncovering truths and untruths, so it's an ongoing process, and also a process of remembering and forgetting and remembering again. Next up, what the fuck are your secrets to achieving such hair? First of all, well, something that I do or not do is actually I don't wash my hair so much. I don't wash it. I think I wash it like once every 2 or 3 weeks. And I know it sounds like disgusting and stuff, but actually it's not, because after sometimes my hair, my skull is natural oils are being balanced, because once we wash ourselves with a lot of soap, and actually I don't use a lot of soap as well. I use soaps only on my armpits and my privates. But other than that, I don't use soap at all, because I trust my body to have the correct oils and stuff. So that's that. So I wash my hair once every 2 or 3 weeks. Also, I spray. I have an angelic spray for my hair, so it just came to me from my angels. So they gave it to me. I use it often. Maybe it's that. I'm not sure. All right. Next. What excites you the most right now? What excites me the most? What excites me the most is actually to be able to connect with you guys even more, and to have this huge community of people that are open-hearted and want to share with each other and to communicate better, and just to spread the love, really, really spread the love. And what it means is actually to be able to just love each other more and be there for each other. And what excites me the most is actually to inspire people to be more authentic, to feel amazing with what they have to share in the world, and not to feel guilt and be afraid of what other people will say about them. For me, this is the most exciting thing ever, and I do it through my YouTube channel mostly, but I do it also on Facebook, but mostly on my YouTube channel. What comes to remind me, are you subscribed yet? And did you like this video? Because if you like my videos and comment as well and share them, it shows YouTube that this is something that is worth sharing and worth viewing to more and more people, and so it will help to share and more love in this world and this type of content. So if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe, comment, and press the bell button as well. Do all these things to really support if my messages touched your heart. And another thing that really excites me is the fact that the patience that I'm learning over the years, that things sometimes it takes time to be manifested, and to be excited every moment and moment that I'm walking towards the things that are exciting me, and that I connect more and more to my emotions, and to be more authentic and to feel shameless, actually, because there's nothing that I do that I should feel ashamed. Because if I would be, if I would feel guilty for something, then why did I do it? It's a cycle. So the more that I open my heart, the more that I realize that the things that I do are from a good place, the place that I want to share love. So why would I feel guilt and be ashamed about sharing my love, right? So this really excites me. Last question, what does love mean to you? All right, this is an amazing question. I think one of my favorites. There's social concept of love and there's deeper type of love. So the social type of love is, I will tell you that I love you because it makes me feel better, and if you'll say that you love me back, then I will feel better about myself. But it's so conditioned, it has a huge shadow side of it, because I don't feel that I'm worthy without you saying that I love you, you love me, and it's very complicated. For me, love means that it's not I love you, it's not you love me, it's more a state of love, a state of being of love, which means that I'm able to open my heart even more, and the more that I see beauty outside of me, the more externally that I see beauty and love, actually, the more I am in a state of love. And the less that I'm in a state of love, I can't almost see beauty outside of me, and I can't see love. So for me, love, especially like loving someone or loving myself or loving anything, it means that I'm currently in a state of love. For me, love is a state of being. Okay, that's it for my birthday Q&A, and thank you for staying with me all this time, and I really appreciate it. And I want, if you feel that some of my answers touched you, feel free to comment and also send me a message to share your things and how would you answer these questions, some of these questions. I'm really keen to get to know you better and to connect more, especially with all the friends that I have on Facebook and YouTube. I love you so much. And also, I noticed in the statistics in YouTube that over 93-94% of the people that actually are watching my content are not subscribed. Are you kidding me? Why not? Subscribe. If you haven't already, subscribe. I want you to become with me on this path, and hit the bell button as well, just next to the subscribe button, to get notified. Like this video, comment, share. It takes a lot of time to actually make these videos. You liking this video and commenting and subscribing, that tells the algorithms of Facebook and YouTube that you like this kind of content, and you will see more and more of this spiritual and self-development content. And also for me, more and more people will be exposed to my content. So please make sure, as a birthday gift to me, to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. I love you so much, and until the next time, a lot of love and peace. I love you so much. Bye.